$700 this new PS5 Pro is costing. Sony just released the information for its new PS5 Pro, and it's going to have a higher price. No disk drive. Oh, but it'll have slightly better graphics. Let's get to the article. Sony reveals much more expensive and powerful PlayStation 5 Pro. After years of rumor, speculation, and hype, Sony has confirmed it is launching a more powerful and much more expensive version of its hugely popular PlayStation 5 console. The PS5 Pro will be able to show more advanced graphics and display the most demanding games at higher, more consistent frames. But that added power will come at a cost. The PS5 Pro will be the most expensive console from Sony to date. It will cost $699.99 when it launches on November 7 this year. Hundreds of pounds, or dollars here in America, more than the PS5. The price point of the PS5 Pro will inevitably cause a lot of commentary. Do you think? Do you think it's going to cause a lot of commentary? He said the firm appeared to be betting that the console's improved performance would encourage users to upgrade their existing hardware and spend more on software. So I'm guessing their theory is that if the PS5 is stronger, then they'll want to buy more games for it. Well, it's an interesting strategy. Let's see how it plays out. Mark Cerny, lead architect of the PS5, said it was the most powerful console we've ever built. He said it sought to resolve a problem gamers had faced for years, whether to play a console game on so-called fidelity mode, which favors visuals, or performance mode, which makes games smoother, though at the cost of how it looks. He said the PS5 Pro was about removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide. GameIndustry.biz head Christopher Dring told the BBC it was a very targeted console for PlayStation's most enthusiastic audience. The console industry has had a tough time this year with falling sales of PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and the aging Nintendo Switch. PS5 Pro isn't going to change the situation, but he said Sony might have one eye on the most anticipated game in the world, Grand Theft Auto 6, which is due to release next year. When GTA 6 does launch, PlayStation will be able to say to players that the game will look best on PS5 Pro. Wow. So I guess they're really banking on that Grand Theft Auto 6 there, huh? They're hoping that PS5 Pro is so great that everyone's going to want to buy it for GTA 6 so they could try it out on there. Pro consoles. Companies have released updated versions of their own consoles with minor revisions for decades, but this release indicates the comparatively new trend of pro hardware is here to stay. Generally, this means that hardware changes to current generation consoles that lets games look better, but critically, these tweaked consoles don't have exclusive games. In other words, games will be released for PS5 and gamers can choose whether to play them on a regular console or a Pro model with difference in graphics and performance. Paul Tamburo from news website PlayStation Lifestyle said fans had been hoping the console would bridge the gap between performance and fidelity modes, and the upgrade would help. However, it also feels that the console doesn't do enough to justify that steep price point. It launching without a disk drive and only targeting 60 frames per second is disappointing. This isn't an easy sell to PS5 owners. I mean, yeah, if you already own a PS5, like I'm pretty satisfied with my PS5. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I don't think, and I got the disc drive version. A slight graphical upgrade, and the slight graphical upgrade isn't going to lead me to drop $700 on to replace my current PS5. It's not there. It's not enough. And they're taking away the disc drive. I don't know about you guys, but I am not a fan of digital only consoles. I want to be able to have disc options. I am still a fan of physical media. Yes, digital media obviously has its place and it has its convenience. But I still like the physical media. I still want physical media. I still want to be able to have a game that I could hold, that I don't have to worry about having a publisher or a company take away from me if I, if I break some kind of terms of service, or if they just feel Like, oh, okay, well, we're going to take it away from you because you did something that we feels wrong or something, you know? I don't like that. I like to be able to have physical media that I don't need an internet connection or anything to play. That's just there, and I could play whenever I want. I don't want physical media to go away. So I want, if they want to have a digital only version, that's fine. That's what they did with the PS5 already. But have an option, have a digital only and a physical media, a disc drive. It's Sony's second major foray into this space after 2016's PS4 Pro, which brought 4K graphics to the original PlayStation 4, and then it comes 3 years after Nintendo released its own take on a Pro model, a Nintendo Switch with a larger, better screen. So let's now talk about this graphics leap, which is their most prized talking point. Today's announcement from Sony is not as significant as PS4's jump to 4K graphics. Oh, right. But it still represents a step forward in home consoles. It comes at a time when PCs have been getting increasingly powerful with the release of NVIDIA's GeForce 40 series of graphics cards in 2022, which have put PCs firmly ahead of home consoles in the race for the best of visuals. But it's worth remembering that just one of these graphics cards can cost as much as a whole PS5. So consoles tend to strike a balance between the best visuals and the best price. Like with the last console generation, this release means Sony will now have multiple versions of its PS5 available to consumers with different price points and specs. Rumors spread widely ahead of announcements, with fans speculating on future upgraded consoles might have. Chief among them were unsafe claims that the PS5 Pro would be backwards compatible with games from previous Sony consoles, with some reports suggesting this will go back as far as the original PlayStation. There was nothing in the announcement to confirm the rumors, so it's like, okay, so no disc drive, it's $200 more, and there's not even any talk or guarantee of backwards compatibility. Yeah, listen, I'm sorry. I am not a PC master race person. I am not one of those people. I like PC gaming, but I'm not all about it. I grew up on console gaming, so I'm always going to be a console gamer. But with stuff like this, it's kind of hard to argue against the PC master race, is all I'm saying. Like, it's kind of hard to argue why console gaming is as good or superior to PC gaming. I mean, yeah, like, listen, you could spend a ton of money that costs just as much as a PS5 on a graphics card, but that's going to be a really good graphics card, and there's more gaming options. Yeah, listen, I don't think I'm going to be buying the PS5 Pro. Maybe if I have a lot of extra cash on me and I got nothing else to buy, then maybe. But yeah, I think I'm going to be sitting this one out. Maybe just waiting until the PS6, unless Sony makes some changes. What do you guys think? Are you guys going to be getting a PS5 Pro, or are you going to be sticking to your regular PS5 or your Xbox or your PC? What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on the PS5 Pro. Make sure to give that like button a click. Subscribe to my channel. You'll be really helping me out a lot. As you can see, this is my gaming channel. I have a lot of videos on me playing games. I played True Lies on the Sega Genesis. I played classic pro wrestling games. I played Fall Guys, Stumble Guys. I'm going to be releasing more videos on here soon. So check out these videos and you'll be helping me out a lot. This has been Cool Vic. I hope you guys have a good one. And stay cool, ladies and gentlemen.